So here we have Kayla in the hot seat, and because she's the senior producer, I don't have someone to help time this interview, so I have to time it myself. Oh, I gotta do everything. Kayla, welcome. We have so much to talk about.
Do we?
We do. So you've been here since 2014 on the team, and in the interview I recently did with Stephanie, I was talking about how, you know, on your first day, how really you changed everything for the better here at the operation because of your particular strengths and skill set, and how you really came in and could bring so much to the table that we didn't have, and I say we meaning I, like a bunch of weaknesses and blind spots that I had that you just filled in those gaps. When you started here, did you know that? Did you know that, like, oh man, I'm gonna just fill in the gaps?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, because when I interned here, I was actually interning with Dave to do editing.
Right, as was the lead editor.
Yes. I didn't know I was fulfilling a spot that you really needed when I came on board. I just knew what I was good at, and I just did it, and it turned out to be very successful.
What do you think the biggest surprise has been for you over these years?
I guess me evolving here and you allowing that, which I've always appreciated. I don't even know if I've always wanted to be a producer. I think I kind of just found my way working here, that is what I was good at and what I really enjoyed. And then this year with the pandemic and working from home, that's kind of when I really got that space to just produce. Right,
let me shine a light on this. So there's a lot to know about what happens here, about operations and the people, that people just don't know, you know, that viewers will have no way of knowing. And I want to illuminate some of that. So we really built a huge workflow for public broadcasting. That's what we've done for the last decade. And a big part of your duties for a number of years prior is really being hands-on that from operations and the digital side, with Dave Amarata being sort of sequestered as the dedicated editor. And Homegrown comes along. We sort of have you and Stephanie co-produce it, and away it goes, and it's awesome. And it was a great success, both for you, you know, as a producer, but even the piece of work is great. And now we find ourselves in this place. We are moving forward with Tap Into TV, which Homegrown was originally produced with. And now you're working hand in hand every day, creating content, this being some of it, with Dave. And I want to shine a light on that because I see that combination, back to my philosophy of 1 and 1 is 3, right? You as producer working with Dave, I'm watching you fire on all cylinders, you know, and it's awesome, you know, and so I want to highlight that. I mean, you're talking about it, but I want to put it in a frame. You know, really what you're talking about is we came from one kind of production existence. Homegrown happened, and now the pandemic and changes and you know, the evolution of the company has put us in this place where you are, you know, senior producer here, but I've been calling you recently, you know, the COO. You know, really the chief operations officer. It's true. It's true. So do you feel that same way?
Definitely, yeah. It's, I always try to remind myself, like, think back to like what we were 5 years ago, or what was I doing 7 years ago? Because I think sometimes we're always, just in general, everybody's like go, go, go in their life, and then they forget where they came from. And I'm definitely like humble of how I started and so grateful for the journey. And then it reminds me of how far I've come.
What do you think the best moment and the lowest moment has been for you here in the last 6+ whatever years? You know, because we've had challenges and we've had great times.
I just always forget those challenges.
Tell me about the high point.
I think the show, producing the show.
No doubt. Homegrown, you mean?
Homegrown and Tap Into TV.
Yeah. No doubt.
Not that I ever felt like, oh, we needed to prove, or even I needed to prove like what I do. People still don't know what I do. You know, like, does my mom really know? Do you really know what I do? So I think that was it. Maybe that was more like my personal high, to kind of just be like, look, now you can see what we do and that you can appreciate it, Yeah.
That's a real thing, and you've been a big part of that here. This is 40 episodes of weekly television.
Yep.
That we decided to do, and we did it, and that's a large part because of you. So thank you, and on to the next phase.
Yes, can't wait.
The great Kayla Steinmetz.